Wellness is the new luxury. Hear me when I say that. It is such a luxury these days to be able to have a healthy body. Having health and wellness is no longer something that is just a given for a lot of humans on this earth. On an earth that is so polluted, we have to worry about the things that we're eating. We have to worry about our labels. We have to worry about all the secret chemicals that are being input into our food. It's such a hassle. It can be so overwhelming, and it can be just so much information to think about every single thing that we're putting into our body, putting onto our body. So I'm here to make it simpler for you so that you can think of all of the things that you can make in your home for easy swaps that are gonna make you more well. Good morning, guys. I'm doing this video a little bit differently than my normal videos. I felt like it was a little bit stale to just sit and talk to the camera today. So I'm gonna bring you along my morning routine as I give you 5 wellness tips. I don't know why I did this. I give you 5 wellness tips to make your home a cleaner and better place for you to exist in so that you are happier and healthier. Tip number 1 is gonna be get cleaner air in your home. And how can you do this? There's various ways to do this. The first is gonna be to open up any windows, open up any doors that you have, and even get an air purifier. The reason that you want air to be cleaner in your home is because you want the air moving. Some of the newer builds are actually sealed so tightly that it doesn't allow a lot of air to flow through them other than just the direct vents. They do this for energy efficiency, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it also means that you have to be more intentional because our body needs clean oxygen. We cannot keep recycling the same air. You know, when you get on an airplane and you're just sitting there and nothing, you don't feel good on an airplane. It's because you're getting that recycled air. It's not going to be fresh air that's coming, that's taken in by the trees, reoxygenated, and then given to you. You need cleaner air in your homes. Air is obviously one of the most important things for our bodies other than water. We need clean air in order to detox our body, as well as the fact that it actually aids to other ailments. Recently, I went to an allergist and she told me the reason that I was potentially grinding my teeth at night, which has been a big issue for me, is because I have allergies. And the reason I have allergies is because I have allergies to dust mites and grass pollen. So that led me to getting an air purifier because it needs to be taking the stuff that's out of my air that is infecting me and making me sick potentially, which are your allergies, and then causing other issues in my body. So opening up your windows and your doors when you cook, or even first thing in the morning, I just open mine, and then getting an air purifier if you can. An air purifier is an investment, and I recommend getting a really good one. I recommend the Jasper. I listened to the founder on a podcast as to why he even created the Jasper. So he made it super heavy duty so that it's able to get really large areas in your home. And the reason that you want to do this again is because bad air can lead to a lot of disease. Tip number 2 is going to be switch out your household cleaners. This is a super important one. Using harmful chemicals in your home actually directly gets into your body. So think about when you're using things like bleach, Comet, Windex. You're using these things on surfaces that you are more than likely to touch. So think about when you clean your bathtub with bleach and then you go and you take a bath in it. Think about where all that chemical residue is going. It's going into your skin, and your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it absorbs every single thing that we put into it. Also, all the things that we breathe in, which are the chemicals, whether they're open or not under your countertop, you're actually breathing that in, and that is affecting your health. I recently heard someone say that household chemicals are going to be the new Roundup. So when everyone was using Roundup, they didn't know that it actually was directly linked to cancer at the time. And now when people use Roundup, we're like, duh, you should know that it actually is making you sick, and it's actually killing people in the long run. So switching out your household chemicals to cleaner products. I highly recommend products like Symbiotica. They just came out with a new cleaning line, or Branch Basics, or even Safely detergents, things that you wipe your counters with. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money, this does not mean go out and drop a ton of money on all natural products. It means that whenever you run out, when you rebuy, rethink. I use vinegar in my home. That's one of the big things that I use in my home. I use it in my laundry. I use it on my countertops. I literally put it into a spray bottle. You can use baking soda. You can use dish soap. So get a nice clean dish soap. I'm not talking Dawn. I'm not talking the ones that are filled with dyes, but get a dish soap, and you can actually scrub surfaces with dish soap and get it just as clean without having to use harmful toxic chemicals. That is such a big thing, especially if you're in the house and you're noticing you have a lot of anxiety, and you're noticing that maybe you have like skin outbreaks and you can't pinpoint what it's coming from. Try getting rid of all of your household cleaners that are toxic, so filled with harmful chemicals, and switch them out for more natural alternatives. Tip number 3 is going to be switch to a natural deodorant. Now, before you say anything, for my sweaty girls, I am a sweaty girl myself. I sweat a lot. I'm African. I don't know what to tell you. But Wearing a natural deodorant is very important because if you think about the toxic chemicals that are in aluminum filled deodorants, you're putting them directly into your armpit and everything is getting directly absorbed into your body. Again, a lot of these things are going to be linked to cancer and other diseases. I hate to say the C word this many times in a video, it's not good vibes, but like we just have to be aware of the reality of the products that we're using can be making us sick, and that's okay because there was a time where people didn't even know. There was a time where the manufacturers who made these products didn't even know that they were making you sick. But now a lot of things are about profit. So instead of being those people who are just blindly accepting everything in their life, you are taking control of your life because you are a bad bee. You are the woman who's like, you know what? I'm no longer gonna let things make me sick intentionally. However, there's a caveat to this. So because I am a sweater, sometimes I need that aluminum. I got that aluminum right here, okay? But the tip is to use natural deodorant at night or when you're in the home. So today I'm just gonna be at home. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wear a natural deodorant because it does not matter how much I sweat. And at least it's reducing the amount of times that you have to use an antiperspirant or a chemical filled deodorant. Now, a couple brands that I really love. There's a brand called Curie that is a natural clean deodorant. It smells really good. Native is also a natural clean deodorant. I know that they have a ton of different scents, you know, for people who are into that. And then I went to Sprouts and I picked up this mineral salt. I like this because for me, it keeps me drier than some of the natural deodorants. So I will literally use this mineral salt at night or during the day. And then my favorite smelling natural deodorant, which I just checked on EWG. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially a website that you can go on and see how clean your products are. 10 out of 10 recommend. I'll also link them. But I use Salt and Stone, the Santal flavor. Bomb. This is it. I actually just posted on my Instagram about this. I use this flavor. I use it at night. It smells really good. And again, a natural deodorant at night while your body's trying to detox, you know, you're sleeping, you're sweating, whatever it may be. You just don't want that aluminum if you can help it. Now, again, no one's perfect. Wellness is not about being perfect. It's all a work in progress. You can never escape all the toxins of the world. You can just do your best to do what you can when you can. The next tip is going to be rethink the water in your home. I'm in front of my shower because obviously this applies. Water is so important. Again, beside oxygen, water is the next most important thing to our bodies, what we need to survive. And when you think about how polluted our water system is, water that we have is filled with pharmaceuticals, it's filled with fluoride, it's filled with chlorine to try to clean it, it's filled with waste, byproduct of people actually using the bathroom. And when you drink tap water or you use tap water, it is not really filtering for all of those things. They just put chemicals in it to try to sterilize it as much as possible. But tap water, it's not really great to drink. So you want to rethink the water in your home. So if you wouldn't drink tap water, why would you shower with it and why would you use it on your body in other ways? Think smarter. This is an investment. Everything with wellness is an investment up front, but again, you're using the investment up front so that you're reaping the benefits in the long run. You do not want to be paying for hospital bills. You do not want to be paying for specialists when things are happening and you can't quite pinpoint them. So you're wanting to do everything in your home that you can to reduce your chances of getting sick. Waters in your showers. If you can get filters for your showers, right now I'm using the brand Canopy. I've also heard of Jolie. I also know that Amazon has a ton of different shower heads. Filtering your shower can be so important. It takes it from being hard to being a little bit softer, and you're also not having to worry about when you're washing your hair or your body, all of those toxic and harmful things that are in the water getting onto your largest organ, which is your skin. Speaking of water, the water that we drink is so important. This is my reverse osmosis countertop water filter, and I actually got this from Walmart. It was about $200, $300. Again, everything that you have up front is going to be an investment for wellness, but this for one person is great because it filters all the water, and I change the filters like once a year, every 6 months, and it cleans my water for me and I can rest easy knowing that I have good filtered water. So that's the first thing. So if you can't invest in a reverse osmosis water filter, maybe you have the option for spring water to be delivered into your home. I know there's a ton of programs that actually deliver spring water. If you're by a Whole Foods, they have those large gallons of spring water at Whole Foods that all you need to do is get a dispenser, and then you just go and you're trading out those large gallons of spring water. Thinking about things like that instead of buying plastic water bottles over and over and over again, that adds up. At first, I was actually doing that. I was purchasing water bottles and then I realized I might as well just pay $300 once and then $50 every 6 months to have very clean water, it's definitely worth the investment if you're worried about spending money. The next thing that you should rethink is, I mentioned plastic water bottles. It's an easy swap for you to do if you just want to rethink your water, is getting rid of plastic water bottles or not using plastic water bottles. There are so many great alternatives. We have glass. You literally have glass cups in your home. You don't have to drink out of plastic. Instead of buying plastic water bottles out, opt for a refillable water bottle, or even get a glass water bottle. I know Voss has glass instead of choosing a plastic one. Again, it's more expensive, but if you have no option, choosing to get something that you know is going to be slightly better for you, so you're not getting those microplastics that are in your water. Plastic, whenever it's heated and cooled and transported and crinkled, everything that's actually in that plastic goes directly into the water, which goes directly into you. And so thinking about storing your water is just as important as filtering your water. The final last tip that I have for you is going to be switch to cotton where you can. When you're laying in bed at night and you're sleeping and you're sweating, sleep is where our body detoxes. And so whenever we're trying to detox, you just want to make sure that the environment that we're detoxing in is actually clean. Fun fact, a lot of the bedding that people use and people purchase from just any stores like Target and Walmart, whatever, they're actually woven in with microplastics in the fibers because the actual fibers themselves are semi-plastic. So switching to cotton bed sheets and pillowcases or even silk is going to be so much for your body. It's something that you can do in the future if you want to make an investment to cotton sheets. Again, everything is an investment in the future, but you know you're not going to be purchasing and repurchasing them 100 times. And then also, the more that you know, the better you can do. That's the whole thing with wellness. So switching to cotton sheets where you can, because you don't want to be laying in that microplastic soup every single night. If you're one of those people who sleeps naked, or we sleep obviously with barely any clothes on, you are going to be exposing your bare skin to microplastics. Great brands that make cotton options going to be like Brooklinen. They're actually direct. I know that there's bamboo sheets now. All you have to do is Google 100% cotton sheets and you can see a ton of brands that offer this for you. And then looking for silk pillowcases, it's great for the skin, it's great for the hair, and it's definitely more comfortable if that's an option for you. Rethinking all of the things in your home is just gonna be so beneficial to you. I'm creating this video so that the girl who doesn't know where to make the little swaps in her home, or maybe she didn't even think that, or even the guy in their home, I want to make it so that it's super palatable, super easy to understand, and that in case you didn't think of these options, now that they're on top of your mind. As I said before, wellness is a work in progress. Nothing is perfect, nothing is absolute. One day you could be wearing a natural deodorant, the other day you could be wearing an aluminum deodorant. It's all about knowing better so that you can do better. I hope that these tips helped you as much as they helped me, and honestly, swapping out some of these things has helped me so much as I am on my personal wellness journey, because I suffer from chronic insomnia and anxiety and all these things, and I'm always working to get better. So I hope that you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one.